You're not me on time. Not me on time tonight. Let me not even talk my shit, because I was about to go in on myself, but like, I don't even want that bad juju. What's going on, fam? I hope everyone has had a good weekend. I'm trying to remember if this is the first, I feel like this is the first Sunday we've been live together since Sunday service. Since we stopped doing the Sunday service. We switched over to Fridays. I think this is the first Sunday we've been together since we stopped. Either way, I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope that I'm praying and hoping for some good vibes tonight. Close out this week. Start off a brand new week. That's my hope. Anyway, let's see. This little container, right? It's cute, right? But it's not really ideal. Because, like, it's me and my baby ass fingers, and I still can't, like, utilize this without making a mess. The idea is cute, but, like, the functionality of that, I don't know. So I should have the comments up in a few minutes or a few seconds, hopefully. Let's move this out the way. I was just scheduling a little bit. And what's the vibe tonight? We're gonna do collective. We're gonna do elements. Nah, we're not gonna do elements. We're gonna do collective. I kind of, let's see. Right? I don't know why, because it's literally almost Christmas, but I mean, I guess this is a Christmas deck, but it always gives me, the aesthetic of it always gives me Halloween vibes. Also, I don't have the microphone on, so like, let me know how the audio sounds, because I could just get up and go get the microphone. It's really not that difficult. But if I sound good and I don't need to get up, that's even better. What's this one? No, I don't need that one. I feel like I used the African tarot like a million times. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm going for the number 4. I'm going for the number 4. 3. 4. So before I get started, I just want to say that this week, for the memberships, the intention is to be live on Thursday. I just want to get that out the way as of now, Sunday night. Also, the other thing I wanted to say is, for anybody who was on the Patreon, specifically from March through to the summer, so from March to like June, July, if you were a member, please look in the description box. Damn, I'm like, did I put it in there? I probably fucking didn't, but look in the description box. My email should be in there, and if it's not, at the end of this live, it will be. Again, if you were a Patreon member, which from March all the way through to June or July, if you were a member, I need you to email me. I'm still going through all the emails, but I need you to email me, because I need y'all's information, because I got something up my sleeve and I'm still missing a few people. I'm definitely still missing a few people. So we're gonna tap in. It's gonna be collective. It's gonna be a whole lot of shit going on because my intention right now is to utilize each one of these decks. So we're gonna start out. Let's start out with the villains, because honestly, that's the one that I had like in the back of my mind. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the decks that we got last year for LiveMas. I think I remember who got us this one, but I don't want to say names and then I'm wrong. But this is one of the LiveMas decks right here. I use this one. It's funny because like there's certain decks that I use that publicly it don't look like I use them a lot. This is one of them, right? Because I don't really use them for like the collective reads and shit. But the personal readings, this one, the New York City one, and the what's the other, matter of fact, we might have 5 decks today because the Sacred Bee is another one. Those 3 decks I use a lot on the personal readings. A lot. Which is so wild. Because it's not, I don't do that intentionally. It's just, it be the vibes. It be the vibes. So. You're not coming outside, Bukiana. You not. Oh, we in business? We in business. Hi, Starla. Hi, Noel. Hi, Chinche. Hi, Corinne. Hi, Brumilda. Just finished eating a big bowl of sweet potato soup. I've been dying for some yams. That's not crazy. I might make some. Hi. Hi, Shayna. Philly cheesesteaks for the gang. Starla already ate though. Damn. You cold-blooded. You cold-blooded, Chinche. Hi, Laura. I can hear you. Good. Thank you. That makes me happy. I ain't got to get my ass up. Let's get into it. Again, we're going to be using the Villains Tarot. Disney Villains, that is. Since we're using so many decks tonight, like intentionally using so many decks tonight, I'm going to just give a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, like that. You know what I mean? Like that. She can have some of my fries. I'll share. Good job, Chinche. Good job. Yo. We had to put a lot of work into Chinche over the years, collective. Like, if y'all ever see me going back and forth, like, playful banter with this guy, is the OGs, man. The OGs and I had to put a lot of work into this guy right here. Mia Lisette. Welcome, darling. Well, if you're on the chat, you've been with us for a little while. I don't remember ever seeing your name, but your name is definitely one that I would remember because my name is Lisette and Mia is actually my niece's name, which Lisette is my middle name and Mia is my niece's middle name. So that's super dope. I love your name. Quit picking on me. Listen. You ain't done either is crazy because it's accurate. Because I already know what you mean. We're not done working on him. He's still a little bit rough around the edges. He is. I ain't even gonna lie. But, you know, we can't be held responsible for the wild card. He's the wild card in the family here. And Soraya too, but Soraya be a little bit on the DL with it. Soraya be acting like... Soraya is like the big sis that acts like they got their shit together, but they be the first ones to pop off. That's Soraya. In the chat. The star. The Ace of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles again. Justice. And the Four of Wands. That's funny because I see Justice and I'm like, so we picking on Soraya tonight? We are. She not even in chat yet that I know of. But like, we picking on her tonight? Probably. Possibly. Possibly. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't the popular opinion. This isn't the popular choice. Like, this isn't backed by popular demand. It's not. If this is romantic, this is a couple that is has brought something back together. It definitely, though, excuse me, doesn't feel like backed by popular demand. Because they're literally telling me backed by popular demand. And it's literally people was like, nah. Nah. Like, nope. This ain't cool. It's not good. This ain't gonna end well. This ain't gonna be well. For someone, this may actually be something to do with a Libra or with an Aquarius and or. I do want to say, though, the Seven of Pentacles, there may be a significance with 7 years, right? Because of the Pentacles. But for me, there's kind of this notion of like, I think there's something here where there's been a lot of work put into something, whether this is a romantic connection or not. There's been a lot of work put into something, or there's been a lot of work since something has transpired. This may be a marriage, may have been a marriage. Four of Wands is on the table. I know y'all like want to wring my neck every time I say it, but when I tell you, this is not me. Like, it's not on me, bruh. I ain't do this. I ain't do this. Four of Wands is marriage. The Star is like rejuvenation, like renewing something, a new chance at something. The Ace of Swords speaks of clarity. This could even be a couple, bruh. This could even be a couple. Yo, the short nails. The short nails. In theory, good idea, but like, again, functionality. I think my nails been so long, for so long, that I feel crippled doing stuff with my short nails. Crazy. Anyway, the Ace of Swords is what I was about to talk about. So, the Ace of Swords for me tells me that either someone is just now, I was going to say either or, but honestly, this feels very direct, which no pun intended, is the Ace of Swords. It's clarity, but I feel like this Ace of Swords is these people, whether it's a group of people, whether it's a friendship, whether it's you doing something aside from anyone else, or whether this is a relationship, romantic, there's a sense here where something is being made clear. So if this is romantic, this is like you guys have either been on the fence about this, or there may have been speculation. They're going like this, like, so there may have been speculation around it. But y'all hear my stomach growling? We're not going to talk about it. It's been a long day. Okay, we're not going to talk about it. There's a sense here where someone is like letting something be known, either doing something publicly or like letting something be known, sharing it with the family. Either way, it's because of this Ace of Swords that I'm like, there's people that don't agree with this, which is cool. It's fine. I always tell y'all, fuck these people, right? Like, even if it's because these people have genuine concern, maybe things, if this is romantic, maybe things ended bad. Maybe these people don't want to see you get hurt. Maybe these people genuinely are concerned. Cool. But like, there's a limit. Like, everyone can have their own opinion about shit. We're all entitled to it. But there's a limit, right? You can let me know your opinion, you know? But if it's like something negative, like, really, what's the point in sharing? Especially this is like regarding a relationship. I'm picking up on like family and friends that are like, oh, you bugging, what the fuck you doing? Like, but I feel like they low-key, they dragging it. Like, listen, there's nothing you're gonna tell me that I didn't already tell myself. I know I'm taking a risk. I know I'm taking a chance. I know this is the 9th fucking opportunity that I'm giving this person. Like, everything you can possibly tell me, I already know. But like, either you really care about me and you rock it with me and you gonna like let me live my life and make my own mistakes and learn my own lessons, or you can go somewhere else with this shit, quite frankly. I think that's someone's energy here, which I ain't even mad at it. I ain't even mad at it, because honestly, like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Why the hell is somebody so concerned with what someone else is doing with their life? That just never sat well with me. I don't like that. I don't. And I'll be honest too, with the Seven of Pentacles, this makes me feel like it's something that is someone's mind is already made up, especially with the star too, because it's all in the upright. Seven of Pentacles tells me it's something someone's been working toward for a minute. For a hot minute. We're going to tap in with the Essential Tarot, which, if my memory serves me correctly, this is another LiveMas deck, but this is like from a few years ago. This is like one of my undercover decks. Like, it's one of my favorites, but like low-key. The Five of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, but the Page of Cups is in reverse. Oh yeah. With the Seven of Pentacles. Someone can't forgive something that transpired in regard to something that they gave a lot to, or they did for a long time. So this is something that transpired, and someone's saying, like, I can never forgive that all my hard work and all my time was dismissed. I can never forgive that. Or I'm not ready to forgive that. Like, I can't forgive that when I needed people the most, I couldn't call on anybody. I can't forgive that. I can't look past that. I can't move on from that. That's not something that that's not something that I'm willing to look past. Somebody's making me feel like they're no longer willing to make excuses, and they're no longer willing to bargain. The Lovers and the Eight of Swords. Again, I'm no longer willing to make excuses, and I'm no longer willing to bargain. The Lovers and the Tower. In the past, I feel like we used to see the Tower card, and I would feel the energy of like mad people coming in to like stop it, prevent the Tower from happening. Now I see the Tower, and it's ironic because I see the Tower now, and nobody's moving. Everybody's just like, fuck it. Fuck it. If they gotta go, we gotta go. If it gotta come down, it gotta come down. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Fuck it. I feel that collectively. That's very interesting. The Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. Someone's making different decisions. Someone's choosing differently. I want to say someone has grown up. Four of Pentacles and the Sun. Someone has grown up, and the one thing they're no longer willing to bargain or take a chance with is their happiness. In the past, I would see this Four of Pentacles with a Knight of Wands, or the Four of Pentacles with a Tower, the Five of Cups. You know, see the Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. Like, I would see us holding on to a lot of the wrong thing. So to see this Four of Pentacles with the Sun, that's a good look. Oh, that's a great look. With the Ace of Wands right after, and peep game. Peep game. Is that not the Tower? Is it not the Page of Cups in the upright? The way these cards be is like, people always tell me, I don't know how you only had 2K. I don't know how you only had 2K with the readings and the way shit be going. Because I be all the way beside myself when I watch your readings. People always tell me that. And for some reason, I felt that just now when I pulled these cards. Like, I feel like somebody's like, what the fuck? Because we literally just had we were just talking about these two cards, the Tower and the Page of Cups. And then I referenced the Tower again. Four of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the Tower, and the Page of Cups. In the past, someone was not willing to forgive something, someone, themselves. Someone wasn't willing to do that. The Page of Cups was in the reverse. And now I think someone, like I said, someone is at peace with the Tower happening. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about something that wasn't benefiting me anyway. I'm not worrying about something that wasn't conducive for me, wasn't supporting me. I'm not worried about something that isn't for me. I'm not worried about something that isn't worried about me. Something or someone. It's going to be different for everyone. For anybody who's new here, face down cards. The face down cards, for me as a reader, I always take it as things and energy that is unknown. So whether this energy that's here with this card is unknown to you or unknown to other people about you, it's going to be different for everyone. The High Priestess. Listen, if this is in regard to other people, it's the energy of like, silly rabbit. Because like, haven't I already proven myself time and time and time again? But if this is only pertaining to you, collective, you're the silly rabbit. Because Spirit is literally saying, haven't I not shown you that, number one, you're never alone, right? And number two, every time I tell you to do this or make this move or take that bet or use that opportunity, every time I give you that push, every time you feel the feeling in your gut, every time you get that first instinct, every time your intuition kicks in, haven't I shown you the way already? Silly rabbit. But for some of us, collective, we are the silly rabbit. We keep... And they want to correct me. It's like, do we keep doing it, or did we kept doing it at some point? Because I feel like now somebody's like, I'm learning. And I know I know I'm learning, like, really slow pace here. Like, bear with me. I'm not perfect. But, like, somebody, even with this, somebody's peeping game now. Like, somebody is getting real hip to, like, how they need to be moving forward, whether this is in regard to a romantic situation, whether this is just in life in general, because somebody's making me feel like this ain't even about romance. Like, fuck a romance. Like, I'm talking about my peers, people who I looked at like people I would have rolled over and died for. Like, this is supposed to be my tribe, and it was falling short. Like, things were always, the mark was always getting missed. This could even be like family, like blood relatives type of thing, which we not gonna even get into that, because yesterday that whole spiel sent me. It sent me. God, yo. The high priestess coming out like that right after this came out, all I keep hearing is silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. Like, why are you still surprised? Like, I've shown up enough times for you that you should not be surprised that I'm here, that I'm with you as much as I'm with you. You've survived enough in your lifetime just based off of like instinctual shit that you should know better than to question if I got you. For a lot of us, I think that it's spirit that's saying this. But some of us, it is a person. We're telling a person this, or a person is telling us this. Didn't I tell y'all this is one of my favorite decks, low-key? Low-key. Yo. We're going to tap in with the Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like I don't know if this is somebody who has had a hard time focusing or a hard time staying focused. Somebody who has been like preoccupied. Somebody's lost their passion for something. Somebody's lost their passion for something. I feel like someone is doing something straight out of obligation. I don't feel like there's passion. I don't feel like there is... I don't even feel like there's a want. I don't even feel like there's a want for something here. Seven of Potions, which is the Seven of Cups. It's in the upright, but it feels like someone's illusion has been cleared. Someone was under some type of illusion of something being a certain way. They're no longer in that space, which is interesting because the Seven of Cups is in the upright. Still, Someone's making me feel like they're no longer in that space. They're no longer, their judgment is no longer clouded. Again, with the face down card, you already know the energy of something that is unknown. Y'all remember like 2 seconds ago when I said somebody has lost their passion for something. Somebody is no longer optimistic about something. Someone's no longer, it's like the flame that they had for someone or something is no longer there. The 5 of Cups, 5 of Potions, but it's the 5 of Cups that came out. So with the 7 of Cups, if this is a person, if this is romantic, right? This is the energy of, see, all of these cups, someone was extremely emotionally invested in something. Along the way, something happened, because there's a lot of disappointment here with the 5 of Cups. There's a lot of pain with the 5 of Cups. But it's almost to the point where it's like, someone may have been cheated on, or someone may have like, there may have been a third party situation here. The reason why I'm saying this, because I ain't just pulling this shit out my ass. The reason why I'm saying this is because the 5 and the 7 is 12, right? It's 12 cups. And so the 12 equates to a 3 of cups. And so it feels like if this was romantic, at some point here, there was a third party. Whether the third party was a parent that was involved too much in someone's relationship, a sibling that was invested too much in someone's business, like whether it was an actual romantic partner, whether someone had an emotional connection somewhere else, I don't know, right? It's going to be different for everybody. The point is there was more than just 2 people in this dynamic. And the person that was extremely passionate about this lost their passion. It's like you killed it. You fucked up. You lied. You did the wrong thing. You fucking told our business to the wrong people. Like, you went out of our relationship looking for help. Or you went out of our relationship looking for love. Like, if you wasn't already in a relationship. Like, it just feels like someone put out the candle. Which is wicked that this comes up like this. Because I literally was just here for a good like 3 minutes talking about this before it came out on the table. So the way that the 7, ooh, it's not the 7 of Cups. This ain't the 7. This is the 8. Yo, with my glasses and everything, I'm still not seeing correctly, which is interesting. Spirit is funny. Yo. Funny, right? Because I'm like, all right, this ain't the 7. So, does that negate the message I just gave? Nah. Nope. Because what happens is it's the 8, which means this is a 4 of Cups. Which means this wasn't in alignment any fucking way. Yo, when I tell you, Spirit got jokes, fam. Spirit got jokes, yo. When I said someone was no longer invested, when I said someone was no longer passionate about this, I couldn't have hit it more on the nail. Like, if anything, my message verbally made less sense with this being a 7 of Cups. Still, that's what I was feeling. When in reality, this is an 8 of Cups, which falls right in alignment with what the fuck I was saying. It's 8. I literally had to count the fucking cups on the card to see, because these little shits on the bottom, can't see it. I need to change my prescription is what I need to do, because that's not okay. But 4 of Cups. Somebody is also like, I don't think this is shame. It more so feels like someone is just trying to make sense or trying to make peace with why they allowed so much time to pass, or why they allowed themselves to exert so much energy towards something. Because even the way he's sitting here, homeboy looks stressed out, first of all. But it's like, why did I do that? Like, why did I play along with that game? Like, this was never in alignment to begin with. We got 4 cups in total. Because again, the 8 and the 5 would equate to 4 cups. It's 13 cups, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 and 3 is 4. That's how I got there. Y'all know that saying, that old ass saying, looking for love in all the wrong places? That's what I'm feeling like, because it feels like I was so caught up and wanted something to be it for me for so long that I was willing, subconsciously even, willing to overlook certain things that ended up biting me in the ass at the end. If this is a friendship, it's the same exact storyline. It's the same, because this could even be a family member thing. Because it doesn't just have to be romantic. It's just, y'all know I'm giving y'all examples, right? Because if this is familial, this is like, yo, again, like I'm trying to thug it out. My sibling, like this is my sibling. And when my sibling does fucked up shit to me, like I'm forgiving them. I'm forgiving them. I'm forgiving. Every time I turn around, I got to forgive my sibling for something brand new, because that's my sibling, which I feel like we said that the other day. But also there's this variable here with this message in particular where it's like that I kind of was blindsided. Like things were happening in my face, directly in my face. However, I kind of blindsided myself and made excuses because I wanted it to be like a sister dynamic, or like what siblings are supposed to be. They keep doing this to me, which I hate that shit, but that's what they're doing. So take this message how it resonates. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation at all. And somebody is also making me feel like, girl, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm not worried about nobody else. I got enough shit to deal with on my plate. Like, the last thing I need to be concerned with is somebody's dusty ass son or dusty ass daughter. Like, I got my own shit. I got my own, like, drama, my own trauma to heal. I ain't worried about nobody else. I feel you. Someone may be ready to leave a job, which is interesting. I don't got no pentacles on the table, but somebody may be ready to leave a job, or may be feeling like their only option or their last resort is to leave a job. Someone regrets working on something with someone, whether this is like a private business, a personal business. But even if this is just like a company, right? Somebody's regretting, like, why the fuck did I even spend this much time there? There's definitely an underlying energy of this person or these people or this company don't give 2 fucks about me, clearly. And maybe it's not a me thing. It's like this person don't give a fuck about nobody. The bosses, they don't give a fuck, not just about me. They don't give a fuck about none of the employees at all. Ooh, not my UGG. Stuck to the fucking Magero. I'm like, I busted my UGG. Got stuck to the chair. Anyway, it's not selective to somebody. Again, like if this is a job, it's not selective. It's not like the boss got it out for you. The boss is just a fucked up boss, period. Piss poor person. They're not taking care of the company as a whole. They're not looking out for their employees as a whole. If it's a person, like a family member or a romantic partner, this person doesn't just treat you this way. This person is like this with everyone that comes across their life. I think someone was afraid to leave. If this is work, someone was afraid to leave the job. Someone may have gotten fired too. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because someone may have gotten fired from a job and they kind of sunk. There's a feeling of sinking, which I'm gonna do it. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. So there's a feeling of sinking, which they're showing me specifically the Ace of Cups, which is the Ace of Cups from the Madhouse specifically. I'm only going to pull this message from this deck. I'm only going to pull this message from this deck and I'm putting it back. I promise. I promise. Because the thing with this deck is that every time I open this box and start fucking ready to pull cards, cards come out. And this deck is one of those decks that it don't listen. This deck don't listen. This deck is the Chinche in the tarot, right? This is the Chinche. Remember I said Chinche was our wild card. We had to put a lot of work into Chinche. He kind of do his own thing. That's this deck. This deck does its own thing. I say we're gonna do 6 card spread. This deck gives me half the deck and keeps going. And then the shit is that the messages in this deck is like, they're super tough. Like, there's no like baby steps with this deck. Even now, I'm like, am I gonna take these 2 cards? Which is another thing. If you're new here, you may not understand my struggle, but like, there's gotta be like a form of OCD or something. Because I got this thing, when I'm doing cards, I can't see a card or can't have a card come out and then not read it. Like, if it came out, I have to read it. So, the message that brought me here. Someone felt like they were sinking or someone felt like they were drowning. And so Spirit was showing me the Ace of Cups from this deck. What was that message for? Oh, if someone got fired. Someone got fired, someone got let go. So this is the thing, right? Before I even get into the cards, because I already had it in my head. I didn't need to even go here. But like, here we are. Someone got fired. Which, I want to be honest, I feel like being let go, I don't know if it's because you got let go. Maybe you never got fired before. Maybe this took a hit to the ego, right? Or maybe you really loved your job. Or you were making good money and so fuck the job, but you loved the money that was coming in, right? Whatever. There's a sense here of loss. Now, like heavy loss. Because like, I think about it, I'm like, for me personally, a job lets me go, I go get another one. A man lets me go, I'll go get another one, right? Like, that's just me. So when I see this and I see exactly that someone got let go of, and it's almost like their world got turned upside down. Something, it almost feels like something was taken, or that's the feeling. Like someone feels like something was taken from them. It feels like a hit to the ego. Whether this is work or this is romantic, it's going to be different for everybody. Now, the sinking, the drowning feeling feels like, first of all, it feels heavy. Like it's not, let me knock on wood. It's not cold back here, which I literally brought my thick ass jacket and I don't have to wear it. It doesn't feel cold, right? I don't know who I'm talking to with this, but I feel like, first of all, it's depression, because I feel like don't talk to me about it. Don't tell me nothing about nothing. Don't talk to me about nothing. This is someone who doesn't want to be bothered with anything. If this is a parent, this is a parent that went through a really dark space or is going through a really dark space, and there's gonna be, if there's not already, a lot of guilt surrounding how unfunctional they have become in regard to their kids or their kid. So what that means to me is somebody's going through a depression or went through a depression where they didn't even have it. A lot of times people go through depression and they don't realize that they're experiencing it because they're still functional, which is interesting that comes up, because from the beginning of this reading, I've been talking about things that look good in theory, but are not functional. Like from the minute I was putting this into the fucking, see, got the pieces coming out. It's not functional. It's not ideal. It's cute in theory, but not in real life. So there's a feeling here of something isn't cutting it. But so bringing me back to they're deliberately holding me by the hand, bringing me back to the thing with the kids or the kid, right? So someone hasn't been in a good space mentally, and they haven't had the capacity to show up for their children the way that they normally would. So I'm not saying you're abusing or neglecting your kid. For some, maybe other people, maybe somebody is experiencing that. But this feels to me more so like, I'm talking to somebody who was extremely hands-on with their kids. Somebody who baked the cookies, made a whole breakfast in the morning rather than just have a bowl of cereal, take an apple, head out the door. No, no, no. I'm talking about somebody who was like Betty Crocker and went to work type of thing, right? Which, really quick, I just want to say, if this is pertaining to a job, someone got let go from a job, I feel like a reason here might be because they were literally trying to delegate between being a really, like the Betty Crocker mom, housewife, dedicated caretaker, whatever, and doing the job thing too. Because I feel like someone was juggling. So that may play a part into why someone was let go to begin with. Like, time may have been a factor here. Scheduling may have been a factor here. Like, the parent thing, because someone's making me feel like I feel like someone's telling me I've been such a shitty mom. I've been such a shitty mom. They're crying and they're like, I've been such a fucking shitty mom. But this is Eight of Swords. They're showing me the Eight of Swords. This is somebody who's feeling this in their mind, like, and in their heart. Like, I feel like a shitty parent. But it's because I didn't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning when they don't got to be at school till 10. But I got up at 7 to make them Egos from fucking scratch. It's shit like that. Like, it's not like you're not feeding your kids and you're not taking care of your kids. It's you're not able to show up the way that you were already accustomed to showing up, the way you wanted to show up and show out for your kids. So I'm gonna leave that there because I don't want to keep talking about that. But on the other side of this, the drowning aspect, it almost feels like I was here 1 minute, not 1 day, 1 minute I was here, the next nanosecond I'm down here. That's the feeling. Like, you ever been on a roller coaster, right? And so the roller coaster, most people enjoy the drop, that drop from the top down, right? But the part that is probably the most, like, the worst part really is going up to the top of the roller coaster. And I think that, because that's the message I want to tap into. They're showing me the card of the Ace of Cups where somebody feels like they're drowning, like they've just been catapulted, they're drowning. But the reason why you fell so deep is because you were up so high. If you would have fallen or tripped and just landed in the water, it would have not been as bad as if it ended up being. But it's because of how high you fell. I know I sound a little bit crazy here. It's all right. If this is for you, you follow with me. You get it. You understand. You may even be like, oh, I didn't think of it like that. Because it's the analogies that they give me, like the metaphors they give me, me and my spirit team, we be having conversations. I be wanting to know where they shop for these metaphors and shit, but I don't know. But that roller coaster is significant. That journey, is significant, which that tells me a few things, which is funny, right? Because I want to say something, but I haven't talked to her yet, like privately. This is why I need my chat on at all fucking times, because when I'm not prepared, shit happens like this. I'm not going to say exactly what I want to say, but I will say this. The other day we were live, and I know it was on a live stream here on the LiveMas, because to my best recollection, she's not on the memberships. So we were here live. Either way, I literally wrote it down in my book. I said, oh shit, I got to talk to Shayna about this. And it's funny because I don't know, obviously, I don't know y'all personal life, so I don't know if this has anything to do with that. But it's funny because what they're making me feel right now in this moment is like, well, this is why. So when I'm talking about the journey going up the roller coaster, because I didn't get that before. This is coming in now. But for some reason, the journey up the roller coaster feels significant to what I had to tell Shayna. I don't know why that is. And now my ear's ringing. I said spirit was funny, right? Funny. Kiki. All I'm gonna say, right? Because I'm gonna start looking at the cards from the madhouse. But what I'm gonna say on this, whether this is in regard to a job, whether this is in regard to romantic shit, whatever. When doors close for you, it's because there's literally a door with your name on it. So if you are trying to get something done or trying to accomplish something and it's not working, yo, no matter how much you try to tweak it, no matter how much you try to readjust it, it just doesn't, the door isn't opening. It's like the Cinderella effect. You know, in the Cinderella movie, the slipper fell off of Cinderella's foot. And when the guy came back to the house, he tried to slip on. He's tried to fucking slip on everybody in the fucking town, apparently. And no matter how rich, no matter what these girls did, nobody fit that slipper but Cinderella. It's the same concept. The doors that are closing are because those doors are not meant for you to go through. There's nothing back there for you. There's nothing, even if it's like good things behind those doors, those things aren't going to be good for you on your journey and in what you are needing to accomplish on your journey. There's a door specifically delegated for you, collective. Because I feel that the drowning feeling is going to always be significant. It's going to always be reoccurring. Because, and the thing is too, someone's knocking on the same, you're on the same floor, knocking on all the same doors, or the doors all look the same. So if this is work, this is like, I got fired from this job, or I left this job, either way. And now, like, I was medical assistant. I got fired from that job. So now I'm on Indeed looking for medical assistant, because that's what I know. So now I'm like Kermit the Frog, looking for medical assistant. I get another job and it's not working neither. Even if I land it, I either get fired still, or I end up being so miserable that I leave it still, the same way I did with the other one. Well, maybe because you're not supposed to be doing medical assistant. Maybe because you're not supposed to be working for nobody else. Maybe there's something that you got that spirit don't want you working for nobody else. Like, I don't know your story, right? You're gonna know your story better than me, but the roller coaster, that roller coaster gave me that whole message of this is why this keeps happening. Because you're trying to do something that's not conducive for you. Maybe it worked when you was like 20 years old and shit, and you just needed to make some money. You didn't really have no responsibilities. Cool. But like now, because I feel like someone is seasoned. I don't know what this means. Someone is seasoned now. Like someone's older now, or someone's more wiser now. It's like, we don't need to keep going through the same thing. The intuition is coming in heavy again, because I feel like there's something that you know you want to do, or something that you were looking into doing, but you never really like kicked it off. Because I said when these cards, there was fear. There's fear here. Where? Because they haven't even touched on that shit yet. There is some type of fear, but I don't know like in regard to what. So let's go back, rewind all the way to the drowning thing, because that's how we got here. So again, face down cards, energy that's unknown. It's really not funny, but like, you think people don't notice that you not you is crazy work, right? Because somebody endured this, or is enduring this, again with these non-functional nails, and they're still somewhat functional. Because when they show me this again, 5 of Cups and the Page of Swords. So when someone tells me, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm okay. You're lying. Someone's lying. Someone feels like they failed their family. Someone feels like they've failed in life, which is insane. Because life, every day that you wake up is a new opportunity. How you failed that life? You know, especially if this is in regard, because they keep bringing up work. So if this is in regard to work shit, even the billionaires, majority of them, probably most of them, didn't even reach their peak, that roller coaster. Fuck the top. They didn't even reach the little fucking 8 steps away, right? Until they were like in their mid 30s. Like, I wish I had my other phone. It's not charged. Story of my fucking life. That should be my handle. My devices ain't never charged. So don't ask me for shit because it ain't charged. I'm going out bad this day, but it's alright. I'm pretty sure if you Google, like, actual millionaires, like, even, like, people who do coaching and shit, like, and in the Bible, they're called prophets, right? That's what in the Bible, they call them prophets. Because Moses' life was in shambles before he came to work for God, right? Daniel's life was in shambles before he, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at what happened to Job, you know what I mean? And so it's the same concept now. I don't know why they just referenced that way, but it's the same concept. Someone feels like they failed, bruh. Like, you know how many times these millionaires done failed at certain things? But the guy that made KFC, the restaurant KFC, the fast food chain KFC, I think he was like in his 50s when he started KFC. When he started KFC, he was like in his 50s. Even like actors and shit. I think it was Jim Carrey that was like, he was homeless. And he wrote himself a check for like $1 million or some shit. And he was broke as fuck. And then like a year after he wrote himself that check, like he manifested it, he started on his journey with acting and shit. But like, he was already mid-aged. He was already, you know, he had already been seasoned as far as life is concerned. Somebody feels like they've failed. And spirit is like, bitch, you haven't even started living yet. Like, you, between your childhood and like your early 20s and shit, even mid to late 20s, they say our frontal lobes ain't even developed until we like 20, what, 5, 27, some shit like that. So like, how could you say that your life is incomplete? Like, it's done, it's over. You failed. Because what, a job left you? Fuck that job. And fuck that pig of a fucking boss company. Because most of these companies don't give a fuck about you either way. No matter how much work you do and how much you break your back for these companies, if you not there, they gonna get somebody else to do the same shit. Period. Period. They don't give a fuck about none of us. You feel me? And so, because this Five of Cups, the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords just makes me feel like it's super unfortunate, because I definitely feel like it's unnecessary. You know, that feeling of like time. I wasted so much time. You didn't waste time, collective. You were learning. You were living your life. And on each one of our journeys, for everything we go through, which I'm still learning this, but for everything we go through, there's so many perks, even for the negative shit that we go through. You feel me? It's like, I could think of the worst thing I ever been through in my life, and I could be grateful for it today, literally, no funny shit, because when it comes to my daughter, I know what tools to equip her with. I know how to handle it so that what I endured, that worst thing that happened to me, won't happen to my daughter. And so somebody may need to switch their mindset. I always say that. If you switch your mindset, you switch your life. You change the way you're thinking about things, the way you're looking at things, you can change your entire life. And there's no book, and there's no law, and there's no commandment that says it got to be done by a certain age and it got to be done in a certain way. So somebody feels like they're drowning. start to swim. Somebody feels like they're drowning and they don't know how to swim. Start paddling. Still try. Don't just allow yourself to sink. I don't know why. So, and again, I was saying somebody doesn't feel passionate about something anymore. For some of us, somebody doesn't feel passionate about life anymore, you know? Like, we get that deep on this platform. So even in that regard, it's like, wake the fuck up. If you've been feeling like there's nothing more to look forward to, wake the fuck up. We have kids, we have family, we have, even for those of us who are like, I don't got no kids and I'm not married, and fuck my blood relatives. You got a fucking clean slate, okay? You got a fucking clean slate and no responsibility. You can do and be whoever the fuck you want to be. Like, there shouldn't, it's super unfortunate, collective. Somebody's been in a really dark ass space. This 5 of Cups for the Madhouse has the heart ripped out on the table and then a broken photo. Someone's still going through depression, which I don't even want to say still, right? Because depression, when someone feels depression, is because they keep reliving and replaying shit that has transpired already. The gag with that is that these things, anything from a minute ago and beyond, cannot be changed. It cannot be rectified. When you're thinking backwards, when you're thinking in the past, that's where the depression comes up. It's like they say with anxiety is somebody stressed the fuck out about something that hasn't even happened yet. Just the thought that it could possibly happen will have someone fucked up mentally, right? But again, it goes back to what I always say. Change your mind and you change your life. For a lot of us, I think that's why these messages come up the way that they do. Because for a lot of us, there's a way we're strong enough to like control our minds. Our minds, I always tell people, our minds are designed to keep us safe. And so a new opportunity, my first instinct is I don't want to do it. Because there's something in my brain that tells me that shit is unknown. And I don't even want to touch it. But that's what makes us human. That's what makes us have this human experience. That's what makes this human experience so dope. Because there's something in us, right, that'll kind of be like, I don't know. Because, yeah, I never did it before. But, like, how bad am I going to get burned if I touch it? Because maybe if I touch it and I'm able to, like, utilize it, maybe I could triple that. Maybe I could make something that no one's ever made before. You know what I mean? Somebody is in the process of shifting. Somebody is shifting. I don't know why they said it like that. Somebody's in the process of shifting. That's the ultimate message there. Somebody's in the process of shifting. I don't know if my girl is in the chat, but like, that's how true it is. I just dropped the whole deck on the floor. But instead of picking all these cards up, if any cards, which I'm sure some fell face up, I'm going to take it. Because what I was going to say was, I don't know if my girl's in the chat, but every time I grab this deck, I always think about Shayna. I've referenced her. I got it. This is spirit kicking me in my ass, because the way I've been referencing her in the last like 2 or 3 lives, y'all would think I talk to this woman every day. I haven't talked to her in probably over a month. Like on a one-on-one conversation, like even through messaging. Reason why I'm going for this is because of this card. The heart. They're showing me the heart card. The heart card is in this deck. It's funny, right? Because, so first of all, somebody may be in New York and they want to move. They're going to move. Somebody's like, I've never felt the urge to pick up my children and get the fuck out of Dodge the way I feel now. Do it. Do it. Because even if it don't work out, fuck it. Come back. Like, just do it. Somebody wants to move out of New York. And I know that shit sounds mad random because I just went on a whole 8 million tangents. But, like, the reason why I'm saying that is because Spirit literally took control of this reading, as per fucking usual. I had certain decks on this table. I said we were going to get certain things out Spirit said, haha, bitch, it's funny, it's cute in theory how you think still after 5 years you gonna get the messages you want to get, how you want to get them on the table. Because the only deck I haven't pulled yet from the ones that I said I was gonna pull is the New York one, which this came in last minute for me, that I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Spirit said no. There ain't no living on the edge. They ain't no none of that. There ain't no reckless activity, no none of that. Like, you don't got time to be reckless with your time. You got goals that you trying to meet. You got a timeline that you trying to catch up with. If everything is in divine timing, that means shit is already written. Your story is already written. Fate. Right? And so Spirit led us from our ultimate Christmas deck, right, into the Madhouse with the Drowning card. Before I didn't even get to take the cards out the deck. I mean, out the box. 2 cards fell out. And from this card, we're moving on to into the Golden Venetian. That's just how we do things on this platform. Hold on, because my leg is asleep. No! Can we rewind again when I said, I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 cards that fell face up. Bitch, it's almost half the deck. And I just was saying at the beginning of this reading, if I see the card, I gotta read it, right? So I hope y'all comfortable. I know it's Sunday, but like, it's the Aquarius in me. If I say I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it. It just is what it is. But literally, damn near half the deck. Ugh. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. Let's pump these brakes really quickly. Today, ironically, while I get my life together, I'm going to share a little inside scoop with y'all about how today was going to be the day where day 8 was not going to happen for LiveMas. Today was going to be the day where I was going to be like, I just don't got it in me. I just don't got it in me. Look at me now. Look at me now. This goes here. What's this? Oh, the extra card from the Madhouse. All right. This is what I said. So here we are. And I'm going to read them exactly how I picked them up. I don't know. Listen, a while back, we read with these cards. We did the whole deck. It was this deck that we did the whole deck. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. This is someone changing their mind. This is someone saying, fuck it. And like running straight through the fire. Running straight through the whole aisle of swords and shattered glass and just running through. Fuck it. I gotta get through it. I gotta get to the other side. Fuck it. The woman. The humble woman. Because there's another woman card in this deck. I don't know if it's on this pile, but the woman. Which is essentially starting... This looks like it's starting over. So somebody's starting over. Somebody's starting brand new. From the 10, we're going to the Ace of Swords. This is someone swords. This is someone changing their mind. This is someone like Everything I was afraid of, everything I believed, everything like, I'm going down the list, starting from scratch. Does this make sense for me? It comes. Does it not no longer make sense for me? It stays. Does this work for me? Cool, it's coming with me. Does this no longer? All right, so that stays behind. Like, this is someone cleaning house, but the house feels like it's this, someone's brain. The snake is funny to me because I feel like someone's in the process of doing this. It's the Queen of Wands. Someone's in the process of doing this, but I feel like someone is someone has to put an extra hard hat on, because it's like someone saying, like, I don't want to give into negativity. I don't want to give into other people wishing me bad. It's the snake card. Like, I don't want to give into that. I don't want to bite the apple. I'm not trying to do that. With the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. With Columbine. And the strange man. 2 of Swords. There's a somebody's gonna have a conversation here. It may not even be a conversation. This may be an argument. This may be an argument between two people. It may be two women, the Queen of Wands and Columbine. But there's a this may even be internal dialogue, right? Between the light, the dark, the high, the low, right? But there's an energy here where somebody, the conversation, first of all, the conversation feels important. The conversation feels to me like someone may be bringing you information that is like he say, she say shit. And I think that it's taking a lot, or it will take a lot for collective to keep themselves composed. I also feel like the shit that someone's bringing you, the back and forth bullshit that someone's bringing you, I feel like you're already aware of it. In fact, I think that, because Columbine, to me, she's making note of, like, the person who's bringing me this information, because I already knew, right? But the person who's bringing me the information, are you bringing it to me because you genuinely trying to put me on, or you bringing it to me because you genuinely looking for a front row seat to a show? You feel me? Because the energy, hold up, it's getting a little nippy now. Bitch been out here for over an hour. Hold on. The thing I like most about Columbine is that she got a sword tucked in. She got her sword tucked in. It's like, I got this bitch and I ain't afraid to use it neither, you heard? She got a sword tucked in. You can see the back of it coming out of the dress. Y'all know how people put, like, weapons in their waistband? She got the sword in her waistband. Someone may be coming at you with a lot of emotion, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness, whatever it is. There's a lot of it, a lot of emotion. But I feel like collective is like, how you... Coño. And I don't want to ruin the cards. They're so fucking dope. But someone's like, how you gonna combat me with a wand when I have a sword? Somebody's making decisions or doing something based off of emotion. Somebody's telling you things because they're envious, they're jealous, they're emotional, they're hurt, whatever, right? But someone's trying to, like, use the wand against you, like, as a weapon. But, like, you have a sword. And so the reason why her sword isn't even drawn is because of what swords represent. Swords represent the mental state. It's communication, it's clarity, it's truth. And it's crystal clear. Like, there's no cutting corners here. There's no in between here. There's no gray area. And so literally Columbine is sitting there like, yo, fam, you stupid or you retarded? What you doing? Like, what you doing? Because you coming after me with all this shit, but really Like, you're not even on my time. We're not even on the same level. We're not even on the same level. Like, you still moving off of impulse, and the way that I'm moving is checkmate energy, because the way that the Columbine card moves is like intellect. I feel like she has the ultimate weapon. The strange man, first of all, if this is romantic, this may be a conversation between two women. And I feel like, because the strange man would, there's three people. There's three people. Columbine is the woman. Because I'm in my head, I'm like, there's actually four. No, it's actually three. Because the Ace of Swords, swords card, and Columbine, but Columbine has a sword. So for some reason, they're making me look like this is the same woman. Columbine and the Ace of Swords is the same woman. If there's a romantic connection, somebody got with someone, and your partner's ex or your partner's past person is not happy about it. I don't know if the partner was still entertaining the past person or not. That's not even here yet. But the energy is that that past person isn't okay with it. Or this new partner has like a best friend who's female, or has a sister, a mother who's like not okay with this, trying to intimidate you, trying to like test you to see what type of time you're going to be on. The thing is with Columbine, she's not playing the game. Because even with the rats on the table, this is somebody who's relentless. This is bochinche. This is somebody who's like, they live for shit like this. They live for shit like this. Which is interesting that this 7 of Wands came out with the 10 of Wands. This shit that someone's telling you, or the things that someone is using to like manipulate you or scare you, hurt you, especially if it's in regard to like a partner or like a friend that you have. Like if someone's, you have a friend, right? And someone's trying to tell you things about this person to get you to not fuck with them. Or you have a lover and someone's trying to tell you things to make you like go away. I don't think Columbine gives a fuck. I don't know how that's going to work out for Columbine, but I don't think she gives a fuck. Because the strange man for me makes me feel like there is something here in the middle. Like someone who's in the middle here. I don't know why they're doing this, but so the strange man is the 2 of Swords. If this is like you beefing with your in-laws, there's a feeling of like the boyfriend or the husband or the baby daddy, whatever, is acting oblivious to it. Acting like they don't see their mom doing some fucked up shit, or they don't think that their sister's doing fucked up shit, or this is someone making excuses for their baby mama, making excuses for their side bitch, you know, apparently. Because the strange man, he's acting funny. He's literally called the strange man. He's acting strange. It's strange behavior. It's not, this is not the person that I got with. That's not how you acting. The way you act with me when we're alone is not how you're acting in present moment right here. Now with the 2 of Swords, especially. And the Page of Swords. Somebody could have a baby out of their relationship. Like outside of their relationship. Somebody's baby could be treated like they're outside of the family. Because it is swords, Page of Swords. So the way that this looks to me is like this. This is the same person. This is who she is. Humble, loving. I'm with somebody. We love each other. Kissy, kissy, smoochy, smoochy. Everything is all Gucci. This is all swords, right? The problem is, before I even got into this situation, I've already crossed the bridge of I'm not dealing with no one's bullshit. What's yours is yours. It stays on your yard. And what's mine is mine. I deal with my shit. Right? And so I don't know if these two people right here have a baby in common. Because if you do, this baby, maybe even from birth, maybe even before this baby was born, this person's family or even this person is denying the child or treating the child differently. Now, for other people, especially if this is romantic, for other people, this person is either doing a third party with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands energy is a lot of times looked at as another person, the other woman specifically. So I don't know if this is like a third party thing right here, or if this is, again, a parent, a sibling, someone who's interfering. The thing is, that's where this motherfucker gets strange. This is where he gets strange, because he's acting like he's oblivious and don't see what's going on, which is why we're seeing Columbine. So since you're going to act brand new, I'm going to act brand new too. Because the same humble, loving person you got in the beginning, you know, when it's just us, it's not even the beginning. It's like when it's just us, that same person, since when this person shows up, I no longer get this loving person. Now I'm getting this strange man. So you're going to get somebody brand new too. Because I got to defend myself. And for someone here, they got to defend themselves and a child. For others of you, this queen is the other woman, and there is a child outside of the marriage or the main relationship. Spirit is like, main relationship is crazy, because how many you got going on actively? I don't know. How many you got going on actively, collective? Either way, there's a conversation where this is gonna be out. This is going to, because they're showing me the moon card with a question mark. Like, so does this person, do they know this is going on? Do they not know? I don't know. But the point is, it don't matter, because the fat lady about to sing, you know how they say it ain't over till the fat lady sings? She hasn't sung yet. She's about to though. That's 8 wands there. Or somebody's gonna hear this from the grapevine, because in the rats, that's what this is. Bochinche. This is somebody coming to the other people, bonchinchando, talking shit, right? Passing gossip. He say, she say shit. But if you look at this 10 of wands, everybody in the bleacher is discussing what's going on with the bear. It's almost like everybody's discussing the elephant in the room. And for a lot of us, that elephant is the baby. The baby that's not yours, the baby that's not theirs, the baby that they had, even though this shit is going on. I don't know. 6 of swords. We're moving on. Oh no. I said we're moving on. The fuck we're not. 6 of swords. And Columbine. I mean, and Harley Quinn. Y'all ever heard that song by Ludacris? When you move, I move. Just like that. When you move, I move. Just like that. Because, yo, Shorty said, you're going to act different? You're going to act different? I got you. Damn. Right? And homeboy said, you're going to act different? I got you. Bam. The funny thing is, though, the one who gets a laugh, the last laugh always laughs the hardest, right? Because between Columbine and Harley Quinn, the one that's going to take action is Columbine. So you moving, you stepping, right? But again, first of all, you're doing this out of ego. Because if we're talking about the strange man, and we're talking about the strange man moving and stepping, 6 of swords, this 6 plus his 2 is 8 swords. This is somebody under the illusion that they would be better off without their Ace of Swords. How are you going to be good without your truth? How are you going to be good without your queen? Let's be for real. This is somebody saying, oh, the new bitch is better, right? This is the 80-20 rule. Anybody who's ever been in a relationship, if you don't know what the 80-20 rule is, you got a lot to learn. Because this is basic shit. This is basic math. Somebody's making me feel like, this is strange man is making me feel like he's moving strange. Real strange. Real strange, real stupid. Would not recommend. This is somebody choosing a Queen of Wands. I don't see that going very well. I don't see that faring well at all. Actually. Two, 4, 6, 8. Wow. I don't see that faring well at all. 9 of swords. This is the anchor. Somebody thought they were moving on. Holy spittles. Somebody thought they were moving on, or somebody painted the illusion of moving on from something or someone, because it doesn't have to be romantic. I'm just using it as the perfect example because of so many different variables we're seeing. Because somebody's like, how can that not be a relationship spread? Easy. So here we have the first person we saw on the table was this, the clarity. We're starting with the truth, your truth, his truth, her truth, their truth, right? We're starting with the truth. The next thing we saw was the Queen of Wands. So somebody's truth that they originally felt confident in expressing with the Queen of Wands, but ultimately it's the snake card in the Lenormand. And so be careful that your truth isn't setting you on a spiral, downward, downhill. Be careful with that energy. Because if you're too cocky, the Queen of Wands is confident. If you're too cocky, you're gonna, whatever you're working on, whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to attain is gonna slip right through your hands. So can this be spun where it's not a romantic connection? Absolutely. So just take it for what it resonates, right? With this anchor, this tells me that someone thought they were gonna, someone did something impulsively, Queen of Wands, and they thought, or the illusion they try to spin was that it was going to be good money, and it's not, because the anchor is not moving. It's like the Hangman, and essentially it is the Nine of Swords. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I had to count it again, but it's the Nine of Swords. It's depression. Somebody did something that they was like, and it was ego, because with the Queen of Wands, it's ego that got somebody like, nope, I'm gonna be good here no matter what. Like, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't hearing what you're saying because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm good, I got this. And then they turn around and they ain't got shit. Straight up. Oh, the King of Wands. The way this table creaks drives me nuts, but the King of Wands drives me even more nuts. My Patreon members, like people who were on Patreon, know. You know. The King and Queen of Wands is King and Queen petty, which is very interesting, right? That we see someone go from a sword to the King of Wands. This is almost like the Queen of Wands. If this is people, like specific people, the Queen of Wands, someone dealing with the Queen of Wands, if you deal with the Queen of Wands energy long enough, you end up reflecting the Queen of Wands energy, Mr. and Miss Petty. So this is somebody who's making me feel like I don't even recognize myself. I don't even recognize myself after dealing with this person. Because in order to survive this Queen of Wands, I've had to literally mirror the Queen of Wands energy. When she's petty, I gotta be pettier. When she's doing this, I gotta make sure I do it at a higher level, at a higher frequency. She's being sneaky, I gotta be sneakier. Essentially, I feel like this is someone's karma. The Queen of Wands is good for that shit. It feels like someone's karma. 2 of Cups with the 7. This is being careful what you wish for, because someone got exactly what they wish for. 9 of Cups. This is something that you wanted, and now you're stuck and don't know what the fuck to do with yourself. You don't know how to get out of it because you've dug yourself so deep into this fucking grave. And we've already saw Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn don't make moves. That's Columbine's job. Somebody silly rabbit. Did I say that in this live? Because I've been live for a long time. I don't know if it was this live or the other day where I said silly rabbit, because here we are again. Somebody went from a connection where someone genuinely gave a fuck about you to something where you don't even know how this person feels about you. 7 of Cups. You don't know what to expect outside of that door. You have no idea. But that's what you wanted. 9 of Cups. With the 9 of Pentacles. Essentially, this is the card that brought us here. But essentially, the 9 of Pentacles, this is somebody's gonna die by themselves, straight up. I'm not even gonna hold you to it, like, but this is somebody who went their whole life saying, fuck it, I'm in this by myself, me against the world. And now you're gonna find yourself by yourself because nobody's gonna want to fuck with you. And fuck a romantic point, like, this is like friends are not even your friends no more, your family not even fucking with you no more. For some of you, this is not you, this is someone pertaining to you, where it's like someone wanted this bad though. Someone wanted to be in the Nine of Pentacles, bad. Someone wanted to be free of the drama, but it's like, how you want to be free from drama that you're the one creating? When you're the one creating it. The heart card. I hate this card. Let me just say. I do. Like, that word hate is very strong, but I hate this card. I always tell this little story because I don't like this card. I really don't. But this is the card that brought us to this deck, right? And so someone gave everything, because the heart card represents a mom who had sons, and one of the sons was like adopted. She took the son in, but she loved all the sons equally. In fact, if you ask her biological sons, they would have said that the adopted son was the favorite, because essentially she gave him more attention and love because he was adopted, and she never wanted him to feel left out. No matter how much she gave, no matter how much she gave and sacrificed, this motherfucker never saw it. He ends up being the one who rips her heart out. And in her last breath, she tells him, I love you still, son, and I forgive you. My man. My man, when I tell you. I do not like this card. I do not like this card. However, it's coming up because I feel like whoever the woman is, because remember, we saw somebody come in from the very beginning, humble as ever. We saw the first card before that card was the Ten of Swords. Somebody came in and had left the drama in their past, or the drama from their past in the past. If this is a romantic connection, someone came into this connection, even if they were past lovers and then split and then came back. This woman came in, leaving the past in the past. And still she was prodded, and still she was poked, and still she was tested. But to see the heart card triggers the fuck out of me, because even with everything, and even after someone chose the Queen of Wands energy and ends up on their own waiting with the anchor, the Ace of Swords, Columbine, essentially is still standing there like, no bad blood. I hope you're happy. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've gotten everything you've ever wanted. No bad blood. The Eight of Cups. No bad blood, but I'm off this. Now, what someone now wants, which I feel like is the woman, Columbine, it's almost like now she is getting her Nine of Cups. It's 9 cups here. She may be consumed now with the things she wants. In the past, she may have been consumed with what they wanted or what he wanted, right? But times have shifted, right? Times have changed. This always looks like the Wheel of Fortune to me. It's the Three of Pentacles. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Time card, which is wicked. It's funny how time goes, right? It's funny how time goes. And this is all, like I said before, we're talking about fate, because the Three of Pentacles to me is the divine co-creating with us. This couldn't have happened any other way. No one else could have helped us get through what we got through. No one else could have shaped us or landed us to where we ended up. With the Four of Pentacles is interesting to me, because this card in particular speaks, I don't know how to say the word, dodger. I don't know how to say the word, but the one thing that always stands out to me is a four. They chose a Four of Pentacles. Let me tell you, Eugene, he's a funny motherfucker in the best way, because they chose the Four of Pentacles, which is something someone's holding on to, but to show the dodge, because in the Venetian times, these guys were the most useless guys. I don't want to say it like that, but like essentially is what it is. They had the job, you know how you have like a knight and this and a king and that, right? Everybody has a title. So the title for Dodger, it's so irrelevant. I don't even remember what they did. But it didn't even last long in the Venetian time. Like they did it, they used it for, it was like the worst trend that they had in the Venetian time was having Dodgers. As quick as they became a thing, these like, I think they were like messengers or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't remember like the detail, but somebody's like, look in the book. Bitch, why are you trying me? You see how many cards I got here? Why would you send me to the book? Puñeta, coño. Yo. Four of Pentacles. What I'm about to say for the card, I'm going to say it before I even get to the meaning, because then However it resonates after the fact, right? But it's ironic always for me because the Four of Pentacles is someone holding on. Someone's holding on to something que no le conviene anyway. It was something that wasn't beneficial for you anyway. Or it's someone holding on to like a memory from the past that you're never gonna relive. You're never gonna need it again. Like, it's useless to think about it. It was useless to waste your energy trying to hold on to it. It's essentially always the energy that I get from that card. So let's look it up really quickly. And see, let me just go to the front and get use the fucking table of contents, because these things are not numbered. And I don't feel like going through every single. Give me a lot. Where are you? Where is you? Ah, right here. The Dodge. I said Dodger, right? I was close. All right, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'm going to go to where it says, Spirit is like, bitch, you're going to do what I say. All right. I'm just, because I'm trying to think what I'm going to do. Am I going to read the whole fucking passage? I'm going to just read the beginning, right? And then I'm going to read the end where it says just like the meanings of it. So, because I could just throw it out like quick. So it says for the Doge, the title of Doge existed in the Republic of Venice for over 1,000 years until the 18th century. Initially, Doges were governors assigned by the empire. They were elected from the richest and most powerful families of Venice, most often for life, and until 1032. Doges had almost unlimited authority in the state. They were military and church affairs and all that shit, right? A Doge's income in his position was not high, and his duties were becoming increasingly ceremonial with time. Those included the ceremony of marriage of the sea that symbolized Venice's domination at sea. The ceremony was established in the year 1000 in memory of the victory of Venice over Dalmatian pirates and the conquest of Dalmatia by military forces led by the Doge. And then it says his name, but it's some shit that I can't pronounce, so we're not going to go there. It was held on the Ascension Day, which was the day when the Doge set out on his... I said I was just going to read the beginning, right? On his campaign. Doge established a tradition based on some ancient rituals of redemption to the sea. On Ascension Day, the anniversary of St. Mary's ascending into heaven, the Doge, dressed as a bridge groom, embarked a large gold-plated name. Again, a name that I don't know. It's a ship, is what they're referring to. In the book, they have a reference to the card. It's the ship card. With 200 sailors standing in line on the deck and sailed from the port of Lido. The Doge had a sword and was wearing a hat of special shape. All right, it's explaining what he's wearing. I want to fast forward to where it says when they get rid of them. Okay. The sea represented a docile wife after the symbolic marriage that took place. In the 11th century, Doges in Venice lost their unlimited clerical and secular power, and the ceremony remained as just a beautiful tradition, which is the whole fucking point of what I was saying. So this card, It's, again, it's like I said in the book, it was at some point someone looked at it like if it was something special and something important and something valuable and all these things. It's the Four of Pentacles. Someone was holding on to it with those thoughts, right? But essentially, they end up abolishing the whole title. Like they at some point they realize we don't really need this. This isn't something that's a necessity. This isn't something that's conducive. It's not something that's helping us. It's not something that's progressing the situation. Like they're useless, essentially, right? So some of the meanings is a demonstration of benefits, right? Rare and beautiful, like ceremonies, parades, but again, a boast of behavior. Put simply, someone showing off. It literally says it in the book. If this is events, if it's something conducive to business, it says it's authority without real power. An officiating dictator, right? A king without a kingdom, a president of the Banana Republic, or a colonel without shoulder straps. Which is like, it's useless is the point of why the fuck they making me read this. I don't know. Finances, if we're talking about finances, again, someone holding on, Four of Pentacles, we're talking about little income, low salary with a lot of work. So it's like, is it even worth doing? I'm busting my ass and I'm getting pennies. Like it's not even, it's not equal, it's not worth it, right? If this is in regard to relations, it literally, the first thing it says is a facade of a marriage. A facade of a marriage. Like, I don't even think I need to read anymore from that line. For the recommendations which they give you for these cards, it says make a voluntary donation, which is interesting again because it's the fucking Four of Pentacles. So you don't think of someone giving, you thinking of someone holding back. It's the Four of Pentacles. So the recommendation is whatever you were holding on, let it go. Give it to someone else. Donate that shit to the Queen of Wands that thinks she's gonna, benefit so much from this energy, right? If it's a man and got you in a third party, let Shorty Bing Bing have him. The same way La India told us in the 90s, right? Got you. In some combinations, which, if it has the heart or the time card in the combinations, I'll read it because it doesn't go through all the cards. But since those are the two at the top, why not? We already here. It has the Dodge with the Tower, the Ring, the Sun, the Moon, the Foreigner, the Lilies. No, there's no middle ground. All right, we're getting rid of this book because the fact that they just had me reading, I don't even remember the last time I read on live. Point is, whatever you holding on to, suéltalo. The fact that they made me go into the books, I was gonna say the box. They made me go into the book of this is interesting. Someone was just saying that they were gonna get this deck. I gotta check one of the chats. I'm like, was it the Patreon chat? It wasn't. This was recent. So it just had to be either on the memberships or on Discord. Somebody was saying they were going to get this deck. Because as I'm looking at this and I just read that, I'm like, somebody is like, they're about to get this deck. So they're like trying to learn it. Which I think, I'm pretty sure that's what somebody was saying when they were saying they were going to get it and they couldn't wait to learn the deck. There's a lot to learn with this deck. Let me just say that. Even me, I'm still studying this shit. I had it for like 3 years. Moving on. Page of Wands. There's a lot of optimism here. Oh, God. I said moving on. Y'all not moving on. Let it go. Let it go. Four of Pentacles. But someone's still optimistic that something that's not supposed to work is going to work. Four of Cups. This is not good. Oh, this is not good. Seven of Swords. This is not good. Someone's going to receive a message they don't like. Someone's going to receive a message that's going to turn their shit upside down. This Seven of Swords is the message card. Again, got to give Eugene the hands, right? Because, like, why would you ever? The message being the Seven of Swords. For someone here, the message that they're going to receive that they're not going to like is that karma. Karma has arrived. Six of Pentacles. And the fact that it's the Clover card, because this card is typically not a bad energy. So the fact, but for me, I've been looking at the Six of Pentacles as like karmic. Like it's karma coming back around. I always go into the Alicia Keys song, what goes up must come down, right? And she says, now who's crying? Who's dying to come back now? That's literally what she says in the song. So it's funny because someone's going to receive, I don't even, someone may have fucked something up. I don't know, because it's this energy of like, someone is trying or was trying really hard to pretend like something they didn't happen. Because with the Seven of Swords, he doesn't look like he's bringing chaos. He looks like, if anything, he's bringing good news. He's all dressed, all formal. He's, you know, everything looks copacetic in the card until you open it up and you see it's some bullshit. But the karma that someone's gonna get, it ain't gonna be fun. Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Someone thought they got the last laugh, and it was literally all in their head. Someone thought that they got one up on someone else, and it was all in their head. Literally. Literally. Eight of Swords. Someone thought that because they had money, or they brought some money to the table, that someone was losing them. But someone's going to learn the hard way that they played themselves, because it's the scythe. The scythe is not good. They played themselves out of a good person. The other person didn't lose anything. It's a pentacle. King of Pentacles. The ring. The new beginning. With a Queen of Cups. Let me tell you something. This is good news here. But this is good news coming in for the Queen of Cups. I always reference how, for me personally, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups are directly connected. The Queen of Swords used to be the Queen of Cups and had to learn how to be the Queen of Swords. Which I'm saying the Queen of Swords, and I'm referencing Columbine, because essentially we saw the woman, which was extremely humble at first, and then Columbine had to come out. Between the Jokers, Columbine is the one that, in the book, Columbine isn't the action. She's the one that's observing. Harley Quinn, the male Joker, is the one that's active. And like, if you want to get something done, it's the action, is Harley Quinn. But the thing with Harley Quinn is that he's impulsive. He's not thinking about what he's doing. And so what happens is the shit he's doing always blows up in his face. It's always Columbine that wins in the end, because Columbine goes in observing. Slow and steady wins the race, right? That's the way that is explained in the book. Not the way I said it, but you get my drift. So when I see the ring, which is a new beginning, it's coming in for the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups that no longer needs to be in the energy of the Queen of Swords. Something was really hard and really difficult, but it's not going to be that way for long. Wow. King of Cups. I feel like there's a lot of pain between the King and the Queen of Cups, and I don't think it's like between them. I think that it's like the Queen has a lot of pain, the King has a lot of pain. I think between them, they have it. But even with this card and the way that it's being worked through, it's being worked out. It's almost like if this is a relationship that's coming in to bring healing. Somebody here may have had abandonment issues. Somebody's father may have abandoned them. Somebody has abandonment issues, and it's like, because with the dog, the story about the dog is super sad. The dog was super loyal. This is the loyal dog card. He comes home one day and all his people is gone. They left him behind to fend for himself. He's by himself. But he's such a loyal dog, he stays in the house, starves himself to death essentially, because he's waiting for his fucking owners to come and get him. So somebody was abandoned. Somebody felt like this. So the people that were supposed to show up for someone, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, or maybe even both. Maybe, because together they're the Two of Cups. So maybe they both have experienced this in one way or another. This heartache, this heartbreak of the people that were supposed to love me and care for me are the first people who hurt me and shitted on me. There's a lot of truth and there's a lot of healing in this though. With this King of Swords. And it's flowers, it's lilies on the card. So this is like a chance where things kind of, the healing, right? Because I'm looking at this. 4 swords. See the 3 and the ace? 4 swords. This is 2 people working together to bring in their healing. The 9 of Wands. This is 2 people who fought really hard every day. This is even 2 people who have come through addiction. Because this is people who fought every day and made the decision every day to fight for the relationship, to fight for the love, to fight for their well-being, to fight for their mental health. But here we're seeing 2 people doing it together. King and Queen of Cups is a pair. For some of you, this is not even to do with anybody else. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. For some of you, this is literally one person. Your inner sacred, your sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies coming together to heal what essentially was broken inside. This is 2 of Wands is the decision. 2, 4, 6, 7. Wow. 7 of Pentacles is in the reverse, which tells me that I no longer need to put in all this work without getting any acknowledgement back. The Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Something is no longer in the ethers. It feels like something is now tangible. I no longer need to sit there and manifest and daydream and wish and hope. It's in the reverse. The 8 of Pentacles with the key card. This is also the energy of, remember I was saying before, it was today when I was saying somebody keeps hitting locked doors and they keep thinking that they failed at life. Those doors were never meant for you to open them. That's work that you didn't have to do, or you don't have to do moving forward. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is literally somebody telling me I no longer need to be reactive. I no longer have to go tit for tat with nobody, with anybody. Somebody has gotten their feelings in check. Somebody has gotten their emotions in check, their reactions. 3 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody has been set free. See the bird in the cage? 3 of Cups. Somebody has been set free from unhappiness, from a stale marriage. 4 of Wands in the reverse. A marriage or a connection that was undesirable. They never really desired to be in the connection to begin with. Yeah, I loved the person. I thought I loved the person, but I thought I loved the person, this person. And then I ended up getting to know this person and found out they were the furthest thing from this person. They're actually like this. That person I don't like even, let alone love. This person was non-existent. And so somebody was in something, knee deep in something, and it was an illusion, essentially. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yo, no more words. 8 of Wands in the reverse. How many times have we seen the 8 of Wands? Now it's in the reverse. No more words. There's nothing. I have nothing else to say for that. This is fate. This is divine timing. This, you don't need to go hunting for shit. You don't need to go snooping, investigating. You don't need to have no air tags and nobody's ass for nothing. Everything that happens in the dark comes to the light. Because if you notice in the very beginning, it was some real Jerry Springer shit, and how quickly the time changed. The energy shifted on the table completely. And in the last like 5 to 10 cards was just, you know, no more giving, no more saying, no more giving with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we all, if you've been with me for a while, you know the Queen of Pentacles gives, and don't fucking stop. I always tell women, every time I talk to women, my friends, my family members, when I was doing the calls on Instagram, which we may be bringing them back. I know I said no. I know I said it takes a lot for me, but like, I got a problem. Either way, I always tell women, like, because women always tell me, like, yo, I gave this person everything and I ended up with nothing. But that's the problem. You giving these people everything you got. That's why I be saying, fuck these people. Because if they love you, if they care for you, if they on the same type of wave and on the same type of time as you, then you're never going to be in a position where you got to reach in to give anything. Especially if it's romantic. If it's romantic, this shit should come naturally. Wanting to take care of your spouse should come naturally. And if you're dealing with if you're dealing with a giver, then it's a natural transaction. It's what it should be. So when you're sitting in a situation and you feel like you've given everything you got and that's still not enough, it's not that you're not enough. It's that what you're giving, that person was never looking at it like it was valuable to fucking begin with. You can't please someone who is selfish. Because they want it all. Even when they have it all, they still want all of shit that don't even exist. They're never satisfied. You can't satisfy someone who's selfish. You can't train someone who has already made their bed. Like it just, and you shouldn't be training them anyway. We're grown. You should already fucking be equipped with who you are as a person before I come into your life. And if you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. And if you're not, then you're not, right? But for the times that I have to bend over backwards, because somebody was, if this is here, somebody was in this energy. Somebody was arguing, talking, wanting to constantly work something out. Somebody was going through all of this. Somebody was. The Three of Cups is supposed to be happy. It's a fucking caged bird. But because it's a gold cage, somebody's like, well, at least you should be happy. That brings me back to something somebody told me one time. I spoke to somebody one time and I told them, you know, I felt some type of way when this happened on Valentine's Day. And I never forget, this motherfucker looked at me and was like, well, at least I was there. The way that shit sent me for a loop, there's no words for it. But that's literally what somebody's making me feel here. The bird is caged. But the person who is in charge, I'll stop because I didn't want to say in charge. But essentially, if you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, where is it at? Essentially, if you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, this is why I say we all got to be accountable. Because if you were in this Queen of Pentacles energy, this right here, you're telling someone, you're giving, and we saw the King here somewhere. But you're giving someone the space to dictate over what you got going on. The Queen gives. Gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. And this is what they got back in return. The Three of Cups is supposed to be happiness and celebrating. What is this bird celebrating? The fact that they're stuck in a gold cage? By themselves, isolated from the world? On the bright side, all of that shit was just in the reverse. So, collective. Day 8 thinks they funny. You heard? Because day 8 almost didn't happen. It's almost like Spirit was like, bitch, you said you was going to do this. And then today, you thought you was going to take a break. Nah, now you're going to be on here for 2 hours. That's what happened today. I just know that's what happened today. Because there ain't no way I intended to be on here, not even an hour. I was going to be like, all right, I'm going to do this for like 20 minutes and I'm be off because I ain't got no energy. Bitch. I love you guys wholeheartedly. And I fuck with you guys the longest way. When I tell y'all, I truly and genuinely appreciate you guys. The way you guys rock with me is, it never goes unnoticed, like, or unappreciated. I'm super appreciative of you guys, of the community that we've built here together. I also got to say that for when the chat is on, the way that I am enjoying the fact that the snakes can't protrude on our business and can't parlay on our party, I like that. So shout out to the OG member that put me on to that little trick to do to the chat. I hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of cups. I hope everyone starts to do this new thing called whatever the fuck you want to do. That's the last message. I hope everyone starts to do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do, especially the things that you were afraid or felt like you would be judged for doing. Fuck it, do it. And if you can, do it twice. YOLO, right? I love you guys, and I fuck with you guys the longest way. We'll be back tomorrow for day 9. Because if I thought I couldn't do it today and I did it, bitch, I don't want to hear no excuses tomorrow. That's a message for somebody. Somebody was supposed to go to the gym today. Somebody was supposed to work out today. Somebody was supposed to start eating good today. Like, somebody was supposed to do something today, and they made excuses about it. And Spirit is like, let these motherfuckers know that there ain't no room for excuses. We trying to be turned up in 2025. Like, and not even turned up like partying. I mean, some of us is with that shit, but like, I don't even party. So like, I don't mean turned up like that. I mean turned up like every year for the last few years. You don't be tired of being like, this year is going to be different. And then it be some bullshit. It's up to you to change that. Of course, things happen and it's inevitable. But like, even through the worst of shit, we got to like do like a resolution for our New Year's together. And start looking at things in a more positive way. This happened. How I got to move from now on. Because like, it happened, we can't change it, but like, we don't want to stay stuck because it happened. And when we start to fall off, that's what we got each other for, to hold each other accountable. Feel me? I be feeling like I'll be preaching on here. I really do. But like, I think y'all fuck with that. So I'm just gonna cut it out, because y'all know the endings and me, we not good together. But I love y'all. I'm starving, so I'm about to go inside and squander. Have a good night. Have the best possible beginning of your week tomorrow that you can possibly have. And like I used to always say, and I'm about to start saying again, don't let nobody's dusty ass son or daughter fuck with your energy. You heard me? This squeaky table. I should have put some WD-40 in the wish list. That's what I should have did.